Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, She Plans, She Budgets. In today's video, we're going to go over my debt, so let's get started. Alright, so as you guys know, I do budget in my Happy Planner book right here, and it just has hit a year that I've been using this planner as my budget book. So I thought it would be cool to just go over my debt in a sense of the last 12 months, so back into November of 2020. So I wanted to flip back, which is the first month of this planner, November 2020, back to my debt tracker for the past year, just to see how my progress has been from a year ago till now, because with time things can change, and you know, it's great to keep track of your progress, because any progress is great progress. All right, so looking back in November of last year, I had 5 student loans still into play. Technically 6, because this is still during a time when I didn't count my 401k loan. So this balance only reflects the student loans I'm still paying off. But at last year, it was at $27,249.80. And I did make a payment of $1,509.08. So what I'm going to do with my calculator right here is just keep track of all of my payments for the past year, just to see how much I've paid off for a year. So this was November. Flipping to December of 2020, here is that page. So my balance was at $25,740.72, and I still had all 5 loans in play, but I did pay off Great Lakes loan number 2 for $1,855.18. So that is really good. Okay, so looking at January, all right, so I'm down to 4 loans at this point, and the balance was $23,885.54. I'm like having some memories about the time at this back in January when I was paying off my debt. I was so happy to see this number. For January, I paid $900 towards my debt. Okay, and then in February was, oh, here we go. February was a special month because I was receiving a lot of refunds at this time. So in February, we can see I still had 4 loans that totaled $22,985.54. And I made a big, humongous debt snowball. I made a big, humongous debt snowball payment of $11,617.71. So when I had flipped back to February, I was like thinking, wait, hold on, how did I make this big behind payment? So some of it came from savings right here, and then I had money from paychecks 1 and 2 for February. I received my tax refund this month, as well as an escrow account refund, and that was because my original lender had sold my home loan to another lender. Sometimes that happens when you buy your home, your lender will just, you know, sell your loan. So they gave me a refund for the escrow account because they did that. And was there anything else? I think those were the two, not the two, but those were the main contributors to this big payment. February paychecks, savings, refunds, and that's it. So I threw all of that money to my student loans. I was very like hesitant, but then I was like, girl, you want these loans going, so do what you got to do. So February was very, very awesome. Then let's look at March. March is when I started doing my own Excel sheets for my loans or my debt. So March of 2021, I started off with $11,367.83, and I was down to 2 loans. And I paid off $1,367.83, and that brought my debt down to $10,000. And yeah, So again, this is still before I added in my 401k loan, so that's why my balance became $10,000. All right, so then as you guys know, if you've been following my channel, I did start doing a debt savings challenge between April and September. So between April and September, I didn't make any debt payments. I just saved the money on the side. And that was mostly because I fell into the trap of believing that the government was going to forgive my student loans. So I figured instead of paying it, I could just put it off to the side in savings. And then in case it was forgiven, then I could keep that money essentially. But that didn't happen. So in September is when I decided to start paying off debt again. So I didn't make the payment in September, but let me just show you guys what I'm talking about. Okay, so between April and September, I had a debt savings goal of $10,000. So April, May, June, July, August, and September. But I ended up making or saving $9,700. So that was really, really good. I basically reached my goal, $9,700. That was awesome. So September is when I decided to resume paying my debt, and I made that payment in October. So going to October's debt tracker update. And this is when I included my 401k loan, which is down here. And I just showed you guys all of the debt that I had since the beginning of my debt-free journey, which totaled $89,025.29. And again, that's with the 401k loan. So my balance for the month started at $18,510.18. And that's with the 2 loans from Great Lakes I still had, numbers 4 and 5, plus the 401k. And then I decided to pay off Great Lakes student loan number 4 plus my 401k loan that totaled $11,446 with 36 cents. And that left me with just my Great Lakes student loan number 5 at $6,959.42. Okay, so as you can see, if you've seen this debt tracker update, you know that I'm 92% paid off of my overall student loan debt. So I'm very, very close to being at the finish line. But if we total the number for the past year of how much I spent to pay off debt, that is a total of $28,696.16. And when I look at this number as a whole, I'm just saying to myself, whoa, wow, where did this come from? Like, why don't I have a new car outside in my driveway? Or why don't I have awesome memories from a fantastic vacation I just came from? Or, you know, something where it's like, you know, this $28,000 could have went to something else. But obviously I'm paying for my past so that I can have a better future that involves purely saving and investing. Very, very heavy on the investing. But yes, so I'm paying off all this debt so that I can basically have a life where it's just filled with saving and investing, having those memorable vacations, having a new car in a driveway, and just enjoying the finer things in life versus just, you know, throwing it all to someone else, making them rich versus me. So yes, the past year I paid off over $28,000. Can't believe it. And I'm going to keep pushing until this number is 0. So now that we looked at the past year, let's look at the current month, which is November of 2021. Okay, so this looks very similar to October's debt tracker, except everything above Great Lakes loan number 5 is now paid off in full, and I receive receipts and paid in full letters for every single debt on this paper. So right now my student loan number 5 is still under the forbearance, and it's at a 0% interest rate. Right now I'm going to insert 2 payments that I made towards this debt. The first one came from my YouTube paycheck in the amount of $110.60. So $110.60. And then I made a second payment from paycheck number 2, which is coming up after this video, in the amount of $48.82. All right, so that total right here is $159.42. So I'm going to go ahead and jot that down, $159 with 42 cents. And subtracting that from my starting balance of $69.59.42 will leave me with $6,800 left on student loan number 5. All right, so I'm going to put that down as the total, $159.42. And the balance remaining is $6,800. And again, this will be gone sometime next year, preferably in the beginning part of the year. But as I said in a previous video, there's just some things I need to take care of first before I get to this loan. You know, whenever you make milestones in your debt-free journey, you should always celebrate that, and even still celebrate it even if you're going through a little bit of a challenge in your life or what have you, and it might set you back or you know, things like that. So I'm still making some type of payment, even though it's very, very small. I will continue to let my YouTube paychecks go towards this debt. So I also want to thank you guys so much for subscribing to my channel, liking, sharing my videos, and chatting with me in the comments. I really appreciate that. All of the engagement and the support definitely helps my channel, and it's helping me pay off my debt, of course. So thank you all so much for this. But yes, I'm at $6,800. I hope things turn around so that I can make a dent in December and January, because I would love to avoid the interest resuming. Excuse my cat. But yeah, so I'm at $159.42 paid for the month of November. So my debt is now down to $6,800. So I'm going to just flip you guys now to my trackers in the back. As you know, I am on the Dave Ramsey's debt-free baby step journey. So still on baby step 2. And I just wanted to share with you guys, let me just make sure it's all in frame, my trackers. So again, have the 1 loan remaining. These were all the medical bills, credit cards, private student loans, school loan, well, private Discover student loan, and then this was my Perkins loan through the school. This is my debt-free countdown for all of the loans with Great Lakes. Because I'm still above 6,000, I can't color this in yet. And then here are the individual trackers, individual trackers for each loan, and the last 2 are in the back because I have or had 8 loans with Great Lakes. So the one that I'm still working on is number 5 right here. So that balance was started at $7,867.38 when I started my debt-free journey, and it's currently at $6,800. So that means I paid off $1,067.38, and dividing that from the 250, which is the amount for each square, so divide that by 250, means I should have 4 complete squares. And right now I have 3, so I get to color in 1. And that's so funny because I haven't colored this in since I've made this tracker, and that was such a long time ago. I don't even remember when. I don't even think this is the right shade blue, but it will work for today. So yep, just going to color in this 1 square, and then eventually all the squares will be colored in. So just got this much more to go. All right, and then this is just a breakdown, excuse me, this is just a breakdown of all of my debt from least to greatest. And again, just have 1 loan left. This was my debt-free tracker before I took out the 401k loan. With this, I know, let me open this planner a little bit better. For this one, I know I'm not quite at 91%, so I'm just going to leave this as is. And then again, this was the 401k loan that was paid off back in October. And then this is my overall, my new overall debt tracker for all of my debt, including this loan. So that brought my number from 74,000 to 89,000 to account for this $15,000 loan that I took out. So with that snowball payment I made this month, I was not able to color on this page either. So I'm still right just above the 92%, which is a-okay with me because again, I'm still moving in the right direction and I just have this little 8% left. All right, so that was basically everything for my debt update. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below. And I will see you all next time. Bye.